Hello, my name is Whitney Utley, and the information presented in this keynote comes from Deanna Kuhn's The Development of Causal Reasoning. What is causal reasoning? Kuhn explains that causal reasoning is a way in which we categorize and explain causes and effects in order to make sense of the world around us. Researchers have tried to identify a set of inference rules that can be applied to understanding how adults reason causally. However, it would be challenging to capture the variance in individual adults' lives in order to apply a said set of inference rules that could explain how causal learning is developed. Furthermore, research has shown that children's causal reasoning is far more proficient than adults' causal reasoning. Therefore, researchers conclude that the task to learn causal reasoning is such a complex cognitive development that children must be guided in this process and that it is not innate. The essential question Kuhn asks is, how do these inference rules for identifying causes and effects change from childhood to adulthood? The process of causal learning starts at infancy. Causal inference develops early on in infants. Causal inference develops early on in infants. They recognize that if they move their legs attached to a rattle, that it will make a noise. Kuhn posits that the way in which we identify causes and effects changes developmentally. Researchers discovered that children are able to make sense of the world around them by identifying outcomes and finding the cause by backward reasoning. Children are less concerned with making predictions and more about answering the essential question of why things have happened. Thus, children develop a sense of their world by establishing satisfying explanations to outcomes they encounter. Predictions do not drive causal learning because they cannot provide new theories. Both adults and children update beliefs and ideas as new evidence arises, especially when our expectations are not met or are met differently than we expected. However, a process of comparing the new information to already held beliefs must occur in order to accept new information or in order to learn information. This is how both adults and children learn. Research on adolescents showed that they were slower to use their reasoning and put it all together when it came to making sense of a new situation when they are presented with a task. Therefore, this shows that adolescents struggle with predictions in causal reasoning similarly to children and adults. However, Kuhn explains how research also showed that although adolescents' performance on such a task that required them to use their reasoning abilities was poor, that they had rapid progress in learning causal reasoning. In conclusion, early adolescence is a good time to provide intervention in reasoning skills. Studies showed great variation in results from adults and 12-year-olds on a reasoning task. This information reveals that causal reasoning and its development should not be given a universal model and a set of steps in order to be mastered. It shows that individuals and their different background knowledge should be taken into account when it comes to examining the development of causal reasoning. In her article, The Development of Causal Reasoning, Deanna Kuhn recommends that emphasis on reading, representing, and reconciling skills for reasoning should be taught to children in order to strengthen reasoning skills, since studies have shown that adults struggle with reasoning. She further explains that children should be encouraged to build and revise their explanations in order to make sense of the world around them.